Bret Hart, lifestyle, career, family, and net worth. Bret Hart, often referred to as the Hitman, is one of the most iconic professional wrestlers of all time. With a career that spans decades, he is revered for his technical wrestling prowess and dedication to the art of storytelling in the ring. His personal life has also garnered attention, from his famous wrestling family to his post-wrestling endeavors. In this article, we will delve into Bret Hart's lifestyle, career, family, and net worth. Career. Bret Hart's wrestling career is legendary. Born on July 2, 1957, in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, he was part of the famed Hart wrestling family, led by his father, Stu Hart, a wrestler and promoter who founded Stampede Wrestling. Growing up in a wrestling-centric household, Bret was immersed in the business from a young age, training in his father's infamous Hart Dungeon, known for producing some of the best wrestlers in the world. Bret made his professional wrestling debut in 1976, wrestling for his father's Stampede Wrestling. His technical abilities quickly set him apart from his peers, and by the early 1980s, he had signed with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. He started his WWF career as part of the Hart Foundation, a tag team with his brother-in-law, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Together, they won 2 WWF Tag Team Championships and were one of the most popular teams of the 1980s. Bret's solo career took off in the 1990s. He won the Intercontinental Championship twice before capturing his first WWF World Heavyweight Championship in 1992. Throughout the 90s, he became known as the excellence of execution for his flawless wrestling technique. His matches with wrestlers like Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Undertaker are considered some of the greatest in wrestling history. One of the most controversial moments in his career was the Montreal Screwjob at Survivor Series 1997, where Vince McMahon changed the match's outcome without Bret's knowledge. This led to Bret leaving WWE for World Championship Wrestling, WCW, a move that was ultimately disappointing due to poor booking decisions. Bret retired from professional wrestling in 2000 due to injuries, including a severe concussion. However, he returned to WWE in 2010 for a brief stint, providing closure to his storied rivalry with Vince McMahon and Shawn Michaels. Lifestyle. Bret Hart has maintained a relatively low-key lifestyle outside the ring, known for his straightforward and humble personality. He has always been more focused on family and personal passions than the celebrity aspects of his wrestling fame. Despite the limelight of the wrestling industry, Bret has never been one to indulge heavily in extravagance. His interests have included writing, art, and public speaking, which he embraced after retiring from wrestling. In his autobiography Hitman, My Real Life in the Cartoon World of Wrestling, Bret opened up about his life both in and out of the ring. The book was well received and is considered one of the best wrestling autobiographies, offering fans an honest look at the highs and lows of his career and personal life. Health-wise, Bret has faced several challenges, including a stroke in 2002, which temporarily paralyzed the left side of his body. He made a remarkable recovery, and while the stroke left lasting effects, it did not hinder his passion for life. His resilience has been an inspiration to fans worldwide. Family. Bret Hart comes from the Hart wrestling dynasty, one of the most famous wrestling families in history. His father, Stu Hart, was not only a wrestler but also a promoter and trainer, having trained some of the most famous wrestlers in the business, including his sons and others like Chris Benoit and Edge. Bret has 7 brothers, including Owen Hart, who tragically died in a wrestling accident in 1999, and several sisters, some of whom married famous wrestlers such as Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, and Jim Neidhart. The Hart family's legacy in wrestling is enormous, and they are considered one of the first families of professional wrestling. Bret has been married 3 times. His first marriage was to Julie Smadu in 1982, and they had 4 children together: Jade, Dallas, Alexandra, and Blade. Bret has always been a family man and has spoken openly about his dedication to his children. However, his wrestling career, which required constant travel, took a toll on his personal life, leading to his divorce from Julie in 2002. In 2004, Bret married Italian-born Cinzia Rota, but their marriage ended in 2007. In 2010, he married Stephanie Washington, and the couple resides in Calgary, Alberta, where they enjoy a quieter life away from the wrestling spotlight. Net worth. Bret Hart's net worth is estimated to be around $7 million as of 2024. While this figure might seem modest compared to some of his peers, it reflects a career marked by both triumphs and setbacks. A large portion of his earnings came from his time in WWF/WWE, where he was one of the company's top stars during the 1990s. His time in WCW also contributed significantly to his wealth, as WCW was known for offering lucrative contracts to lure talent from WWE. However, injuries and poor career management during his WCW run meant that Bret's time there was not as financially successful as it could have been. Outside of wrestling, Bret has made money through various endeavors, including his autobiography, public speaking engagements, and appearances at wrestling conventions. He has also made guest appearances on TV shows and worked as a commentator and mentor in the wrestling world. Bret owns several properties, including his home in Calgary, and has invested wisely over the years, ensuring financial security. Despite his many health challenges, including a battle with prostate cancer in 2016, he has managed to maintain a stable financial and personal life, focusing on his health and happiness in recent years. Conclusion. Bret Hart's legacy as one of the greatest technical wrestlers in history is firmly cemented. His dedication to his craft and resilience in the face of personal and professional adversity have made him an enduring figure in the world of professional wrestling. Though his career had its share of controversy and setbacks, Bret's influence on wrestling will never be forgotten, and his contributions to the sport are respected worldwide. Today, he enjoys a peaceful life with his family, content with the knowledge that his name will forever be synonymous with wrestling excellence.